Hey guys, I'm Lucas, aka PotatoBoy176. In a previous video, I mentioned I was going to do a gun review for my airsoft gun. Here it is. So, the rifle, my tool of destruction, my rifle is a JG M4A1. I bought it off of Airsoft Megastore about a year ago for somewhere in the range of 120 to 150 bucks. I don't remember the exact amount, but somewhere in that range. FPS is high 300s, low 400s. Once again, I don't remember the exact number. It's not, I'll shoot you, you're going to die FPS, but it's also not, I'll shoot you and you'll never feel it FPS. It's kind of borderline, I would say. I mean, you'll feel it, but it won't hurt, And that also depends on range and other factors. So overall, this gun is out-of-the-box condition. I haven't done a lot with it. The only things I've done with it is this and this. So the only rail that this gun comes with is underneath this. This hand grip will come off, and when you pull it off, when you pull it off, it reveals the rail. The only rail this gun ships with. The other rail down here is a rail I got from a friend of mine. Now, there's holes on either side of the barrel handguard thing. And this is how you attach other rails. It's really straightforward. As long as you've got the screws, bolts, or heck, you can even buy them probably if you need to. As long as you've got the equipment, the hardware needed for the rail, you'll be able to put it on easily. It's a piece of cake. The other thing I did, as you can tell, is I duct taped over the orange barrel. This was just because the orange barrel gives you away a lot in airsoft. The orange barrel isn't there for no reason, though. It is there because it's signifying that this is not a real gun. So putting the duct tape on might not be the smartest thing, but I figure I can pull it off, and you can still see the orange chip, kind of. All right. Anyway, let's move on. The battery. Most M4s I've encountered have something like this, where the battery is put into the handguard area, and the way you pull it out is there's a round thingamabobber down here. I would say it's a gasket almost. You pull that down, and that will allow you to pull this apart. So, just like that. A little bit wobbly. The gun is not made out of metal, though. At least not the externals. I think the internals might, but I'm not sure. But the externals are made out of a really durable plastic. I don't know what they call it, but it's really nice plastic. This is good high-grade stuff. I mean, plastic is plastic, yes, but this is great. Overall, it's pretty good. It's a little wobbly, and this might just be the age. Like I said, it's almost a year old now. But there is some wobble between the front barrel, or at least mostly the handguard, and the rest of the gun. You probably can't tell, but I am able to wiggle it a little bit, which, oh well. See, a few other things about this gun. The hop-up is located under here. When you pull this thing back, I don't know what you call it, you'd use it to load a bullet, so whatever they call that. It opens this door up. If you hold this back, it pulls this other thingy back and opens up the hop-up. It's a little wheel in there. You turn it one way or another, depending on whether you want the hop-up to go up or down. This pushing thingy is for decompressing the spring. You can also do this by shooting it a few times on semi. This is what I've been told by friends anyway. I don't know much about the internals of an airsoft gun. The final kind of coup de grace, or whatever the French call them, is adjustable stock. This is huge. The scar, the D-Boy scar that I had in another one of my airsoft videos I made a few years ago, had an adjustable stock. It only moved about 3 centimeters though. This is easily 6 inches at least. It's coming out, So that's big. That's big. So yeah. Anyway, I love this gun, alright? I got it about a year ago. Like I said, I haven't done anything but the forward rail and duct tape the barrel. That's all I've done to this gun, really. I've only had one maintenance issue, and that was on jamming it. That's when I learned that it's kind of easy to take it apart. Most of this stuff is held together by push pins, which you just take a kind of small object and you push the pin until it comes out. What happens is this gun, at least the body of the gun, is kind of two pieces. There's an upper receiver and a lower receiver, I believe they call them. And there's kind of a line along here, and this is the line that draws between the two. This is the upper, this is the lower. So from here down, and then including the barrel, is the upper receiver. So the day that this gun jammed on me, a friend of mine helped me unpush it, and basically this whole part on a hinge right here it'll just open up like this, kind of like that. And you can pull the barrel out, and that's how we unjammed it. We use this car antenna, so that's why I carry an unjamming rod with me now. But beyond that, I have had no real maintenance issues with this gun, at least I'm aware of, that have been an issue for me. It shoots good, the battery runs great, it's got a lot of room in here. It's kind of heavy. I will say that that's probably my only complaint. It's a bit heavy. And so if you don't have a strap for it, it can be a bit cumbersome. But during a war, you ignore it usually because you're busy fighting. So you kind of ignore that. But beyond that, I mean, this is a great gun for the price. I mean, airsoft guns can run anywhere from $50 up to a couple hundred, maybe in a few $1,000s. And so this being like around $150, considering what I've been getting out of this, is incredible. So it's not the best gun, it's not the worst one. This is a good average gun, and so I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking at it on Airsoft Megastore, like I said, I got off of Airsoft Megastore, 120 to 150, price range. If you're looking at this gun and wondering, definitely, at least look into it. I'm not saying you need to get it, but this is a great gun. Considering that I have hardly done anything to it. It just runs amazing. So, I think that about summarizes what I want to talk about with the rifle.